What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, T. Welcome to the Adventures of TNT. Now, today we are doing a Patreon request. This is for my patron, Lance, in which Lance has requested UFO, and the song is called Rock Bottom. Now, lately, Lance has been putting me onto the 60s and early 70s gems, in which I told you guys before that I wanted to start listening to more 60s era music and maybe some early 70s, because there's something special about that particular genre. It's, for me, what I've noticed is it's like a transitioning point from when rock music started transitioning into the traditional rock sound that we all are familiar with. And it's very interesting for me, someone who didn't grow up in that era of music, to see how these particular sounds from like traditional blues transitions over into rock and into hard rock and even heavy metal. That is so cool, listening to these bands and then hearing the influences of bands that I'm familiar with, hearing where they got their influence from. So one thing that I found that was very interesting about this band with UFO was that they've had an incredible change of members. And some of the members have played with and played for Ozzy Osbourne, Scorpions, and other bands that I'm familiar with. So I'm very curious to hear what this band is sounding like. But I also found out that their former bassist, Pete Way, he had passed away. And so I want to do this video in honor of his legacy, to kind of familiarize myself with the band as well as this particular artist. So rest in peace, Pete Way. But let's go ahead and check out this song, Rock Bottom. Let's go. Let's see, here we go. See, and you can't discount the fact that these bands came out in the 60s. It was rock. I believe this song came out in the 70s, early 70s. All right, sorry guys. Let's go ahead and take that back for a second. Now, I like how you get those riffs, those opening riffs, and you hear that drumming start creeping up, and the song just kicks off. I like that. Hear that bass. And that's something else. These early bands, so much rhythm. Shout out to you, Lance. This is an awesome jump.
Rock bottom.
bands are so fucking funky.
Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go from here?
A lot of energy in this track. That shit was wild. That's wild. That's what I'm talking about when I'm trying to get these deep cuts. There we go. Come on. Let's go. Damn. This was a jam right here. This was a motherfucking jam. Like I said, shout out to you, Lance. Thank you for putting me onto this song. Just when I didn't think that this era could get better. Just when I thought that this era of music couldn't get any better, my expectations were just completely blown away. Mind you, I've been listening to a lot of Led Zeppelin. I've been listening to Deep Purple, Black Sabbath. I just started listening to Thin Lizzy. And last week I did Blue Oyster Cult. Thin Lizzy and Blue Oyster Cult just completely blew me away. I was like, wow. And now this. Now, as I said before, I've been listening to some other 60s and early 70s bands. And like I said, this band has never came up when people talk about great music from that era. People are always on this channel requesting Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, and Scorpions. Now Thin Lizzy and Blue Oyster Cult, but nobody has ever said UFO. This right here is amazing. This sounds amazing. I know this is a remaster, but still, this was an amazing song. And this was an excellent song to introduce me to Pete Way's bass style, because the drumming and the bass was so rhythmic. That's what I was telling you guys about. That's what I really like about this era, because although it's rock, you can just hear these funky ass bass riffs and these funky ass drumming. And after this era of music, there was funk. Now, I didn't listen to a lot of funk. My father did, but he put me onto a lot of funk artists that I end up enjoying later on. But just hearing this is just so amazing and so cool. And I really enjoyed this. And I don't know, I just enjoyed the overall, just how everything was just put together. Because like I said, on that intro, you hear those opening riffs. Dun, 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 and then you hear that drumming. And then the song just kicks off. I know, but y'all was probably growing up. Y'all was listening to this. Y'all was probably like rocking out. Y'all was probably some wild ass kids. Because there is no way that you could listen to something like this and not rock out. Here it is. This song is 50 years old? Almost 60 years old. And this song is just, I don't know how you can't rock to this. All right, guys, if you have any more UFO requests, definitely leave them down below in the comment section. I will be adding UFO to this channel. I'm very interested. I'm very curious to learn more about their music. I know you guys are like music encyclopedias, so go ahead and hit me with that knowledge. Hit me with the stuff that is not online, your personal experiences. If you've ever been to a UFO concert, let me know how it was down below. Once again, shout out to you, Lance. Thank you so very much for putting me onto this band. Once again, rest in peace, Pete Way. Condolences to his family. But I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.